Oh, hey, it's Nicole Lappin from Team Red. I know, your favorite money columnist, right? We're here at Raise Week. This is like Christmas to me. It was my most favorite week. It was so fun talking to real women about what it's like to negotiate for themselves. Let's keep it real. Have you asked for a raise?
I have. I actually just got asked for one and got it, which is really exciting.
Woo! Elsa, have you ever negotiated your salary?
I have, and not always successful.
What happened?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
I've had positive and negative experiences with it, but I think actually what might be more interesting is I remember being told I should negotiate my salary and not doing it because I was terrified.
It did not go well. I ultimately got a large raise and a bonus.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I definitely fumbled it. I got nervous. I was all prepared. I had my value proposition ready, and then my little spiel memorized, and I got to the time and I just freaked out but I still got a raise.
Allie, have you ever negotiated your salary?
I have not, but I wish I did.
Why didn't you?
So it was about 5 months ago, and it was when we just got a round of funding, and so it's a little, do you want to take money from the company when you could use it elsewhere, or how do you even do it because it's your first time ever asking?
Initially, I did not and definitely regretted it. So after a few months of working in my position, I did go into my boss and asked for a raise. I did not get it, but I do believe that come bonus time, I did get a slightly higher increase there.
So I actually waited. I started relatively recently at this job, and I waited about 3 months until I got my performance up to a level that I knew that I was really proud of and that I was getting recognition for. And then as soon as it got to a point where I was getting enough, I knew that I had branded myself well enough, and I was being appreciated for my work, I pulled my manager into a meeting, and I told her all the things that I think the company's doing incredibly well and why I'm excited to be helping in this space and why I'm so passionate about the future of what we're doing. And then I was able to outline a few of the things that I had actually brought to the company in terms of value.
The first time that I didn't get something at that time, but I got something a few months later.
When was it successful?
Successful in a way that I get a little bit more than what I was originally offered. Maybe not the full amount, but at least I get a little something, right? Either bonus or more days off or, just a little more bump.
Think of your overall compensation package and not just your base salary.
That's exactly right.
So what did you go in asking for?
What I think I'm worth in the market.
I know that based on these achievements, you are looking to compensate at a certain level, and even though I'm hitting my achievements, I'm not hitting the compensation. And she actually brought up a new number, which was much more than I would have asked for in the first place if I was asking for a number, which is really exciting. And then it made me wonder if I should have asked for more off of what she said. But it was really exciting, and it was my first time negotiating, and thankfully it was successful. So
Boom!
I encourage all women out there to take the leap and make it happen.
Why do you think you freaked out?
I was so nervous. I was so nervous to, ask for what I felt like I should get paid.
It's hard, and you want to do what's best for the people you work with, but for yourself. And it's hard when you were the first employee and the boss is somewhere between your boss and a friend. And how do you, find the time and manage the gray line in between to get what you want?
I never liked asking for things. I never liked selling things. I didn't like selling myself. I was a reporter, so I was used to selling other people, actually, not myself.
And how did you get over that fear?
Going to business school helped a little bit, learning about negotiations and the value that you're bringing and what you add to the company.
I was really new to the job still. It was my first job out of school, and I just didn't go into it as prepared as I am now, knowledgeable about how I should have approached that situation. So I'm definitely ready come the next time.
And what about the times that you weren't successful?
I would say that even though I wasn't successful, my boss was still nice enough to give me a bonus as opposed to a raise, to give me a little bit something.
Hold on, nice enough? That's because this is business. This is not about like kumbaya. It wasn't because he was nice. It was because you're awesome.
I think you're right.
I know I'm right, by the way. And how would you feel going into your next negotiation?
I would be prepared. I would know what additional value I was bringing to the company, what things I had taken on or responsibilities I'd gained, value I'd added since the last time we talked about my salary.
It was the first time I'd ever done it, so I was really nervous. So I feel like next time, I'll do my homework again and just go in with a game plan again and hope that I can stick to the game plan.
So what would you tell your former self, that Allie of 5 months ago who didn't ask for a raise?
To get a little more confidence and learn how to negotiate more and better for yourself and, for anything, but especially when it comes to your salary.
And what's going to happen in the next 5 months?
I am going to take all the advice from tonight and do a lot of, growth, personal growth, and figuring out how to, negotiate better and build that self-confidence to ask for what you want.
And did you come up with a bunch of different options, like a salary bump and then some other perks, or just a salary?
Yeah. I had thought about, like more time off and things like that to balance it out, and that's what ended up happening. I got a good deal. I'm happy with what happened, but I know that I could have handled it better.
Do you create presentations?
I can, but I haven't in this particular format.
Are you going to, now that we talked about that?
Probably. Something to think about, definitely.
And so what are you going to take from that to your next negotiation?
Always ask. If you don't ask, you will never know.
And the answer is always no. You don't ask.
That's exactly right.
Be prepared and really document your accomplishments and your successes along the way, and just the way that you present that to the company, and using your skills to do so, to really show what you have to offer.
I feel like just, the preparation, like starting months beforehand, and things like that, and how to actually, because I had everything ready, but and then I was just like, actually when you have to ask for it, and then the conversation that happens after. Like I did all the before stuff right, but the actual during and after part, I was less prepared for.
As women, we really just undermined our value a lot of the times, and we, it's just that confidence factor. Sometimes we don't always go in with as much confidence as we have, and so we kind of just undermine ourselves, and it's a scary factor, and it's the shakes and the nerves and the sweats, but it's really just getting through that, and then you kind of have the weight off your shoulders, and you feel so much better about yourself because you really know and understand your value.
So we're working on talking like a boss, treating ourselves like a boss, so other people will treat us like one too.
Exactly.
I think we need to be confident in our value and understand what we're bringing to the table. And if we weren't there, what would be happening and how hard would it be to replace us? And once we're able to take ownership of that, we can do it.
Girl, boom, you got this.